Well, nonetheless, Yellen may have meant one thing, but the markets did interpret it as perhaps another. Stocks did drop sharply during her press conference, only to take back some of those losses. By the close, the Dow finished down 114 points. The Nasdaq was off 26, and the S&P 500 was lower by 11. Bob Pisani at the New York Stock Exchange with an explanation of the day's big ups and downs.
It was the land of confusion on Wall Street today, and traders cited several reasons for all that confusion. First, during her press conference, Fed Chairman Janet Yellen said the time when rates may be hiked after the stimulus program ends may be 6 months. That is shorter than some expected. The Fed also changed its guidance on what factors they will consider when hiking rates, and that also confused the trading community somewhat. Finally, and it wasn't much discussed, but the Fed lowered the upper range of its expectations for GDP growth in 2014 to 3% from 3.2%. And they did essentially the same thing for 2015 and 2016. Now, that caused stocks to trade lower and stayed lower, though ending the day off of their lows. The Dow ended down a little more than 100 points, though at one point it was down more than 200 points. Short-term bond yields, particularly 2-, 3-, and 5-year notes, jumped considerably. Interest rate sensitive sectors like utilities, REITs, and even emerging markets were the biggest decliners on the day. Gold, which was weak earlier in the day, dropped even more, ending down more than 2%. Despite all the confusion, Yellen clearly implied rates would not be rising for some time, likely more than a year. But higher rates are indeed coming. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Bob Pisani at the New York Stock Exchange.